Hey guys, welcome to today's 1/6 Galaxies video. Today we are taking collect TMS 112, that being C1-10P, or as we like to call him, Chopper, from the Ahsoka live-action TV series. Obviously not the character's debut, that was Star Wars Rebels, but with the Disney Plus live-action shows, they're starting to do more figures from various Star Wars series, and with Chopper, having made his live-action debut, like Sabine and Hera, we get a figure of him. So looking at the box, it is the standard Star Wars shoebox that we know. We have an image of the figure there. We have our ribbon telling us that it's TMS 112, it's Chopper, with the droid's name there. And then we have that same name there. And then we have the ribbon with the alternate look for the character, which we will get into shortly. So this is a advanced sample, I suppose, in a sense that this hasn't hit Australian retail yet. It is due to hit Australian retail hopefully in the next week or so. We will see if that's true. But I thank Mr. Jefferson Tan for sourcing this for me, like he does with many of the other exclusives and other figures that I tend to get before they pop up at Australian retail. As said, if there is something you're looking for, do hit Jefferson up. Sometimes there's a bit of a wait after Australian retail because the price drops and you get the figure at a slightly better price. Sometimes the price drops and you still get it faster. Other times you pay around what retail is and you still get it faster. So Jefferson is a good way to go, and there are some figures like Tech where if you miss out, he is able to source them, unfortunately at a much higher cost, but that's because the figures have obviously sold out and he's trying his best to source from different places. But generally Jefferson does try his best to keep the prices down, and that is something that is amazing. All right, let's get into our figure. Once you lift up the shoebox, you are of course going to get the art insert. You can see that it features a blurred Sabine and Hera. That's because at the time of the box being printed, Sabine had not released yet, and we know Hera hasn't released it, but hopefully she's not too far behind. Again, showing the figure with his arms out. All right, let's grab into accessories. So we are going to get the piece for the eyes. This is simply normally used for purrs. It's simply used to hook in and pull out this center arm here. You will see that in a moment. You do get the communicator, which we've had a couple of times now. We get a tracking device, which is fairly nicely detailed. We do get our Hu Yang. Very, very cool. Hopefully we get a full release of him at some point. Now there are two different types of arms. I have already played around with it, but you get a shorter arm and a longer arm for the displays, and that does come in both a right and a left configuration. You also do get two antennas. You get the straight one, and then you get the bent one that you're going to see shortly. And that is about it. He's a droid, an astromech. What more would you get? You also do get the wheel. You will see that shortly too. So as I did mention, this wheel does pop out. Here is our arm that you use the purse tool to get. It will just sit in there, but once you fold it back in, you are going to have to use the tool to get it out. You can see that he does sit quite well with the wheel down. Up to you whether you want to keep it down or whether you want to remove it to have the up look. So as said, these side pieces here pull out, and then you can tab the arms in. I have him kind of doing his little salute that he does. He does it probably more in Rebels than he does in Ahsoka, but I thought it was a cool chopper pose to go with. That's probably what I'm going to do, have him saluting. Here is our bent antenna. You can see it there as well. But this guy has some really cool detailing. We do have a bit of articulation in his head as well, which is quite cool. But you can see that this guy is really nicely painted, and it looks the part. He does have some weathering on him. If we zoom in, we can see some of the weathering there, which again I think is really cool. I do apologize for the background noise. It has just started raining rather heavily, but this video is almost finished, so hopefully you are able to bear with it while I wrap this up. So yeah, I think this figure is a must-have for you if you are a Rebels fan or you like the Ahsoka series. I got it simply for the fact that I loved Rebels, and now seeing them again in Ahsoka is awesome. And having more members of the Rebellion is always a good thing in my opinion. So I decided to grab him. Of course, you can have him like that if you prefer to have a kind of rolling look as well. So yeah, this figure, as I said, this figure is still available for pre-order in Australian retail. Sideshow have had it for a little while now. Hopefully it is due to come out by the end of the month at Australian retail. Hopefully that's not postponed, but if you have seen my other videos, you know that we do the Icon Pop Culture Batch breakdown anyway. My most recent one of those videos did tell you go through the potential batch, which Chopper is a part of. That there hasn't been an update on that yet. We're hoping there's going to be a bit of an update tomorrow. If not, hopefully we know something next week. Anyway guys, this has been our look at TMS 112 Chopper from Ahsoka. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.